We need more information on the gaps that we're experiencing at Valencia Community College.
Students, faculty, and stakeholders come to a college campus to discuss ways of increasing student success.
What can we do to keep them interested, keep them motivated, and keep them wanting to come to class and to succeed?
Students need to know how and where to access resources.
We need to get back to the basics: reading, writing, and arithmetic.
This forum is part of a community college strategic planning process and a public engagement strategy of an initiative called Achieving the Dream.
What we really want is a discipline as a community college that on a regular, scheduled, thoughtful basis engages conversation inside the college and outside the college so that it helps us get a more accurate picture of who we are and where we're performing well and where we're not.
College data have revealed student performance gaps by such factors as race and ethnicity. It's a story that's generating campus headlines.
We spent a great deal of time in a formal way gathering people from all over the college to look at data and evidence. We turned it into a story of the student's experience, how the student works on that, and then we identified the goals that we want to close.
The institutions involved in Achieving the Dream have said what is at stake here isn't our institutional reputation, it's the future of our communities. And we have to be honest and examine ourselves and how we can make a difference. And that means looking at warts and all.
The Achieving the Dream initiative includes dozens of community colleges in a growing number of states. Colleges receive implementation grants and extra support for data-driven change.
I view Achieving the Dream as really having as its center of gravity institutional change. And we're spending a lot of resources and a lot of time getting colleges to look at themselves critically, understand the barriers that prevent students from persisting toward success.
The process is like looking in the mirror. The initiative provides a data facilitator to help focus the picture and a leadership coach to encourage reflection and then action.
The coach, as I like to talk about it, is a critical friend to the college. So it's that process of analyzing the data, identifying what then are the critical issues, and then out of those critical issues, identifying priorities that they believe will make a difference.
It's only through data that we can do that. So that's what really excites me about this project, is that we are concentrating on the data and the type of data that can help us to understand students better.
The data show that many students need developmental education, especially mathematics. To improve performance, this college is linking algebra with a student success course.
So far it's working really well, I think. Math's hard for lots of people. And the purpose of the link course was to show students how to be successful in math, basically. Use the tools that we're doing in student success, how to be a good test taker.
The colleges are evaluating the classroom programs to gauge their effectiveness.
As part of Achieving the Dream, Lumina Foundation has already invested a lot, not only in each of your colleges, but also in some of the national partners to help you with this kind of assessment. And part of MDRC's role in particular is to help colleges and states with impact assessment.
Achieving the Dream is focused on collecting, understanding, and acting on data. Data that's not only campus-based, which it is, and then aggregated on a state basis for folks, but also that is shared with a national professional group so that over time the whole sector gains accountability.
The initiative also emphasizes data at the state level through public policy strategies.
We actually are responsible for the state policy development work. There are 7 states involved, and we work at the state level to try to create the kind of policy environment that would actually improve the financial conditions and the policy conditions for underrepresented students to succeed.
I think we've started as a system the initiative of adapting or adopting the data initiative itself. ATD has really become a a monthly agenda item for our presidents.
Are we sophisticated enough in our advising?
College leaders working to promote change say they value the support from national partner organizations and from fellow colleges.
Achieving the Dream really promises a new approach, and that's what we've been waiting for. That's what we're calling for, and that's what we need. We need a systemic approach.
Every time we come to the Strategy Institute, or every time we visit or communicate with teams from other colleges, we get new ideas. There are new epiphanies here.
Achieving the Dream is enabling us to come together around a process that moves us forward in equity and education and educational opportunities for all people, for all of our students.
Achieving the Dream is about success, student success. And so it fit beautifully with the transformation of the college.
Beyond the institutional level, the initiative is developing knowledge and promoting the use of data to transform the broader community college sector.
The colleges and their leaders are very interested in joining this project. It's a high-profile project, very central to what they want to accomplish for their students. So there's a lot of interest, and I really hope we can expand it to other institutions around the country.
Seeking new funders for expansion, the initiative has a network of colleges and an infrastructure of national partners that is an entire strategy of its own.
I've done a number of initiatives that are national and have a lot of sites and have a number of partners. I think Achieving the Dream is very impressive.
I actually think it's been pretty visionary to have a partnership that kind of helps to guide this whole effort, and that it's one of the ways in which Achieving the Dream, in my mind, transcends being a project and really steps into the role of being an initiative. Because the whole infrastructure of Achieving the Dream isn't just about 27 colleges that are first round or 35 colleges. It's about a whole set of relationships between partners, between technical assistance providers, between colleges.
Work with many foundations and many other projects, and generally you're funded to do a particular project, and you do that. Sometimes you're working with other people. But the kind of sustained participation of the foundation and continued ongoing interaction among all the partners, I think, is different and unique.
The Achieving the Dream initiative is one of the most powerful, serious initiatives I've ever seen undertaken in the country. And I think that its focus on closing the gaps that exist across groups of people, between low-income and higher-income groups, across ethnic and racial lines and the like. It's a willingness to really take that on, to improve outcomes for all students while also closing the gaps across those groups of students is not just courageous, it's absolutely essential.
The partnership is designed to sustain long-term change. At the colleges, it is data that drive faculty, staff, and students to stay focused on the picture in the mirror of students seeking to achieve their dream.
I want to thank the Lumina Foundation. I think that, when I go back to talking about vision, I think their vision for this initiative, is one of the more significant events that has occurred in public higher education.
Lumina, I think, has a great vision because of the sustainability that's going to be there. You've got other organizations that truly care about the work that I think will be able to sustain it, as well as under other funding opportunities. I can't wait for the day in the next 3 to 5 years where we'll actually have perhaps 1,000 people at a conference like this with another 8 funders. I think that will be a really great thing to bring, again, this movement up to scale.